Welcome to Simply Naturally Sime. We are making chicken soup. These are my ingredients. I've tried to get organic ingredients where I can. I've chopped up my ingredients, prepped my chicken, and we are ready to start. I have 6 chicken legs, that's the drumsticks and the thighs. You can use less if you want. I have 150 grams of carrots, 150 grams of celery, 120 grams of spring onions, 350 grams of chestnut mushrooms, 2 teaspoons of salt, a chicken stock cube, you can use any of your choice. I have 100 grams of butter and 100 grams of double cream. This is my chicken. I've added a cup of water. Well, as you can see, that's not my hands. So that's Mr. Simply Naturally Sime, who is bringing this recipe to us. So he goes ahead and he's adding a teaspoon and a half of salt at this stage. He then covers the chicken with water, because you want the water to cover your chicken, and you let it boil for 30 minutes. That's the chicken boiled for 30 minutes. Mr. Simply Naturally Sime is simply naturally awesome. He is adding carrots and celery. You then want to stir that together and cover your pot and let that simmer for a further 15 minutes. Once that's been simmering for 15 minutes, you're then going to take the chicken pieces out and place them aside in a bowl. So that's the chicken stock. Mr. Simply Naturally Sime likes to boil his chicken. I would have fried it myself, but hey ho. He then adds 100 grams of butter in a pan and lets that melt. You're then going to add your 120 grams of spring onions. Fry the onions until they are nice and tender. Once you're happy with your onions, you're then going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. So that's the remaining half teaspoon. And then you go ahead and add your chestnut mushrooms, and you want to fry until the water from the mushrooms has evaporated or burnt out. I can't find the right words sometimes, but I think you know what I mean. Okay, so while the mushrooms are cooking down, you are then going to take the bones out of your chicken. You now want to be left with just the flesh of the chicken. We went for cubes, for chunky cubes, because we like our soups meaty. So that's our chosen size of chicken. That's our chicken all prepped, and you then, once the water from the chestnut mushrooms has reduced, you are then going to add back the stock that you put to the side. You then go ahead and add the stock cube, and you want to let that simmer for a couple of minutes or so. That's our soup now coming together. At this stage, we want to blend our vegetables so that we end up with a smooth kind of soup texture. Using a handheld mixer or blender. So you blend until you reach your desired consistency. We left a few chunks of vegetables in our soup, or Mr. Simply Naturally Sime left a few chunks of vegetables in our soup. Okay, so he's happy with that. He then covers it and lets it simmer for a couple of minutes. And then for the exciting bit, we are adding double cream. You want to add 100 ml of double cream. This is going to give you a creamy soup. That's the good thing about keto. You can have your fat and eat it too. You then go ahead and add your chunks of meat, and voila, you have a pot of soup, a pot of chicken soup, according to Mr. Simply Naturally Sime style. So he let his soup simmer for 5 minutes, and that was the soup ready. I am loving this soup. I am loving the consistency. It's not runny and it's not too thick. It's just the right consistency. I loved the flavors coming through. It was very chickeny and very yummy. You need to try this soup. Mr. Simply Naturally Sime is simply naturally awesome. I served my soup with keto-friendly, banting-friendly, low-carb-friendly bread rolls, and I can tell you that they were awesome. The video for the bread rolls is uploading next, so subscribe and hit the notification button. Thank you for watching. Please like, please share, please comment, and hit that subscribe button. Ta-da!